Would you date a girl who's on OnlyFans?
No. But I respect the hustle, though. But couldn't be for... No, that's not me, but I respect the hustle.
What if she was on OnlyFans after her dad was hospitalized and she has to pay the hospital bills?
I don't know. Am I already in a relationship with this woman?
Yes.
Oh, my God. That's tough.
He's in the hospital.
He's in the hospital? We got health care, though. You know what I mean? We're in Canada. Is he not fine?
No, but
if we were in America, different story, man.
Okay, you're in America. I'm just
Oh.
kidding. She's a 10, but she can't cook.
Oh, that's tough. I mean, wow, that's tough.
Yeah, you got some silverware, but really, are you eating though? Yeah. Are you eating though? Nigga, are you eating though?
Chewing gum on every seat, so don't tell me to mind the gap. I want my fucking money back.
Surefire way to push a sex worker away, specifically like, you know, the ones of us that like do content and shit, like, and like we're just like newly talking and shit, and then you're like, oh, we should do content together. You lose. I don't want to talk to you anymore after that.
By working your job, you dehumanize all women and make us all be seen as purchasable commodities by men. No, I don't. Sex workers are not buffers for polite society. They're not buffers for violent men. When you sit there and blame the entitlement and objectification and violence that men do onto women, when you blame sex workers for that violence, you're victim blaming. And I'm not going to play good woman, bad woman dichotomy with swerfs and radfems in my comment section, especially not when it literally gets sex workers killed. But hey, protect women, right, guys? Unless you don't agree with the ways in which they try to fucking survive poverty. The violence that I face at work is not a metaphor for the violence that civilian women face on a daily basis. What the fuck are you talking about? It's even more sick when rhetoric like this prevents me from getting justice and recourse at work when I am her. Y'all are craisins. The fact that y'all want to sit there and exclude sex workers out of your leftist and feminist movements until you can co-opt the violence that we face at work to further stigmatize and criminalize industry while victimizing yourself? I have a voice. I'm not a stand-in for your goofy, funny feelings or your unpacked trauma. Go figure it the fuck out. I deserve human rights. I deserve justice and recourse. You do not know better than the people struggling to work safely within a stigmatized, criminalized industry. I deserve to come home safe. Destigmatize, decriminalize, and decarcerate. Get this shit out of here.
So I just found out that apparently the reason why men can't date me, you know, they say they're my friends, they respect me, they care for me so much. They say I'm like the ideal woman, they talk me up, they say I'm a great mother, I'm great this, I'm the best, and they really like me and they really like who I am. I'm a caring person, I wear my heart on my sleeve, like nothing but good things. But they say, I can't be with you because of your history and your past. Bitch, what? We all have a past and we all have a history. The only difference is I fucking filmed mine. Mine's on camera. Does that make me not dateable? Seriously, yes or no? I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I also forget to add that they want to sleep with me, they want to, you know, with me. So let's put all that together, shall we? Look, we all have a past, right? And if you want to use that past and like not be able to give me an opportunity or like whatever because of my past, because it's accessible for you and your mates to see, then that's a you problem, not a me problem.
It's a harsh reality, but let's be real, being an e-hooker and a single mum doesn't exactly scream stability or respectability. The men who claim they respect her are likely just feeding her BS, aiming for one thing: porn star sex. If they truly respected her, they'd date her seriously or even consider marriage. A man's ultimate commitment is the real sign of respect, and that goes for both genders. Words are cheap, actions are where the truth lies. Modern women rant about hating __, yet somehow they can't stop dating them. It's the same contradiction you see with feminists who claim they want a great guy, but then refuse to pay the relationship price. They end up cheating on the good guy with the jobless felon. If she were truly a good mother, the father of the kid would have stayed around. You can't claim to be a good mum while doing OnlyFans. It's one or the other. Her choices will follow her child for the rest of their life, with people constantly associating the kid with her bad decisions.
Cheating's a nightmare. Cheating is so bad. Oh, it's so bad. It's hard, you know, like we call people civilians if you're not in the business. So civilians don't like that I have sex with a lot of dick. They don't like that. It makes guys very uncomfortable, and it makes them very insecure. I mean, I have sex with huge penises. Like big, like this is what I do every day. So a guy that's like 6 inches, which is totally fine and which feels amazing, he's like, but I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not Manuel.
Yeah.
And it's just irritating, and I understand it. I'm compassionate of it. It's very hard to date someone that has sex every single day with other people. And there's the jealousy factor, there's this do I size up factor, there's the idea that all of your friends have seen me naked and seen me with things inside me. You know, that's not going to go away. There's always going to be my holes on the internet.
The way modern feminists and OnlyFans models brand themselves as entrepreneurs is another example of this delusion. They're not creating or building anything of lasting value, they're capitalizing on loneliness and desire. It's a far cry from genuine entrepreneurship that contributes to society in a meaningful way. The glorification of this kind of work as anything other than what it is, a means to an end for many, often born out of necessity or lack of better options, is a sign of how distorted some modern values have become.
You're right. Let's talk about it. Like many territories in the West in the 1800s, Wyoming had a robust sex trade, and these were the women who were the cornerstones of their community. They were the ones building schools, they were the ones enacting social change. Brothel owners and their employees built some of the first schools in Wyoming, and they opened soup kitchens. And the men who lived in Wyoming said that they brought a little piece of civilization out to the West. I bet if you come visit, almost every Wyoming town has a story about which building downtown used to be a brothel, and they're proud of it. There's this cool monument which is to Mother Featherleg. She was a prostitute in the 1870s who was shot and killed on a stagecoach line, and they erected a monument to her. There was also a kind of famous brothel that was up by Fort Laramie called the Hog Ranch, and it mostly serviced just U.S. military men, people on the stagecoach, and the Pony Express. These influential and entrepreneurial women in Wyoming would eventually lead to us getting the right to vote in 1869, the first state to do it.
It's absurd how some feminists try to romanticize or elevate the idea of being a professional hoe as if it's a cornerstone of the American economy. Comparing it to meaningful contributions like those of nuns who built schools, hospitals, and cared for the sick is a stretch, to say the least. Sure, some brothels may have contributed to the local economy in these tiny ghost towns with populations smaller than a high school, but that's hardly something to glorify on a grand scale. When you look at these so-called monuments, they pale in comparison to the significant historical statues found in major cities. Claiming these brothels built entire towns or were pillars of society is laughable. These women weren't innovators or builders, they were providing a temporary service to lonely men, often at great personal risk to themselves and others, including the risk of STDs and illegitimate children. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Leave a comment and share this with others. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.